This is a short bite episode of Homeschool Together. Hello and welcome to Homeschool Together podcast, short bite edition. And today we will be pledging our undying love again to Game Right.
I feel like at this point, I just want everyone to know we are not compensated
have other
way.
games in this house.
Yeah, but we're not like compensated by Game Right or anything. Although if any of y'all at Game Right need that game testers or anything,
we are more than happy to vet new games.
It's just that so many Game Right games are so good. It's, yeah.
So today we're heading down to Jiro's sushi restaurant. If anyone's seen that documentary, definitely look at it. We're going to be playing Sushi Go. So what is Sushi Go? Why do we play a game called Sushi with our 5-year-old daughter?
I hate sushi too.
I love sushi.
Yeah, I know. It's not so first of all, you don't have to either love or hate sushi for this to be fun.
Yes.
It is an adorable card game, and it's what we call the mechanic in it is a pick and pass. So there's a hand of cards. You're going to pick one card out of it, lay it on the table, and then you're going to pass that hand to the next player, and you'll take the hand from the player to your other side.
Yeah.
And you're always going to be, picking out a card and then passing the whole hand.
And as you pick a card, you're going to play it face down. Everybody plays it face down, and then there's the reveal, and then it shows,
right. So that no one knows what you picked before.
Yeah, and what you're doing with these cards is you're building sets. Mm-hmm. So, for example, there are scalar multipliers. So if there's something like you get multiple of the same one, you'll get more points.
Right. So it's like 2x this if you get 3 of them or something.
Or you have to get so many of these items and you get a certain amount of points, but the second place person might get, less points and the third place person might get less points.
Right.
And it's all built around the idea of sushi. And there's all these
appetizers and there's rolls and specials and soups and dessert. And each card, it tells you right on the card what its scoring mechanism is. Okay, I got to get 3 of these or 2 of these or whatever.
It's really playfully designed, really beautifully done.
It's very super adorable.
It has kind of a cartoony element to it.
Anthropomorphized sushi.
Yeah, anthropomorphized sushi is always fun.
Yeah, it's really cute. One of the things I love about pick and pass type games, and Seven Wonders has the same mechanic, which is also another great one that we'll talk about at some point on the show, is that everyone plays at the same time. So you don't have this problem where you're like, one person picks up a card, they're looking at all their cards, they're trying to decide what to do, and everyone at the table's waiting for them.
Yeah, we all know that person, and if that person is you, I apologize, but the person who hems and haws, and they get upset that they have to make a decision.
Well, and yeah. So this game, everyone's playing at the same time. Now you can still get that person who everyone's laid down their cards and they're all staring and waiting for this person, but it's still a lot faster. It's great that you're all playing at the same time. So there's terrific skills here. So there's strategy and knowing what the other folks have on the table, and you might want to take something that they want.
Well, and very often, and the cool thing is, if you're playing with 3 people, like when we play with our daughter, you're going to see all the hands multiple times because it's going to come around
exactly
3 or 4 times. So you'll know, there's another nigiri out there, or there's another miso soup that I want to get. So especially with the younger ones, they start to realize that all the cards are in play, and I got to kind of remember what was
right.
used
So there's
before.
Probabilities.
Yeah.
So what's the probability that this card's going to come back around, or that one of my opponents isn't going to take this card?
Well, and you're seeing what they're playing in front of you, so you can see that, they're building a certain type of trick. That means that card's probably not going to last very long if it gets to them. So I need to just try to start strategizing for some other, set of cards that I want to play. And that's really a nice thing. And also there's a nice numbers element to it. So understanding what the numbers are, stacking things on top. For you really young players, our daughter loves to collect desserts.
All right. And she's won before.
And she has won.
So I like games like this where the younger players can play this. Sleeping Queens is the same, right?
Yes, the one
where a 4-year-old can play this game. A late 4-year-old could play this game, and they're not going to understand all of the depth and nuance to it.
But they can play the game and the mechanics.
Play.
Yes.
And as they progress, and as time goes by, they're going to get to add more layers of difficulty and understanding through the game. So as you go on in Sleeping Queens, you're going to start adding the component of addition and probabilities too with that cards. And Sushi Go is the same way, right? You can They can play, they can make sets, they can score on those sets. Well, eventually they're learning, I need 2 of those. Oh, I'm going to add those together, right? And eventually then he probably wants this, so I want to take that before he gets it. I mean, it builds without having to change the rules any, and it's still competitive. It's always close, even if she's collecting desserts.
It's such an easy mechanic. You're given a small deck of cards. You pick one, you pass the deck.
Right. And making sets and matching cards is something that kids understand really well. Yeah. So she can play it. She loves it. And we as adults love it. We've played it with her and your mom. So all the way to grandma, right? In the same
Again, it meets group. That dynamic that we like to see where it can play at all ages. Very easy mechanics, but very fun. Mm-hmm. And for those people who enjoy playing games like card games and stuff, there's a deeper depth based on every time you play the game, you're going to have a different combination of cards in the field, and you've got to know the strategy built around it. But as you said, we've been beaten by a 4-year-old before in this game.
Because so it is luck-based. And so, depending on how things go and how the scoring mechanisms, and some of the cards hurt other players, and there's just some different things. And
sometimes you're competing against, like, what's the one with the roll?
Oh yeah, so there's the Maki rolls.
The Maki rolls, that's right. So like you're trying to get the most Maki rolls, and so if somebody across from you is snagging up a bunch of Maki rolls and trying to take them away from you, you're going to be fighting there. There's also cool cards where if you don't complete the trick, you lose points.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a risk-taking element there.
Right. If you only get 2 instead of 3 of this, you don't get any points for that.
That's right. So, well, and again, like most Game Right games, they come in these beautiful tins.
Yeah, I love the tins.
I do.
The tins
I know
are great.
you said people don't like it online.
I don't know. Dice Tower doesn't like tins, but I think they're great because
the Dice Tower hate for tins.
They don't have toddlers. And even though the toddler can get into the cards and stuff, they can't, when they stand on the box,
no, it is.
They don't break it.
They're OCD about their game shelves.
I think that's really what it is. I love the fact that it comes in a tin because it's more durable. It's beautiful.
And then there's a really nice, if you enjoy the Sushi Go and you want a little bit more and a little bit more creativity, maybe you have a group, a larger group of people.
Right. Sushi Go plays 2 to 4.
2 to 4. And if you want a little bit extra.
2 to 5, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2 to 5. And then you want a little bit bigger and a little bit more dynamic, you can get Sushi Go Party, which we also have as well. Comes in a nicer big tin, and it just adds a little bit different dynamic.
Right, because there's more types of cards. So I think in Sushi Go Party, or Sushi Go, let's say that there's 10 types of cards. I'm making that up, but I think it's pretty close. In Sushi Go Party, you have variations on all 10 types of cards. You probably have, 3 different types of each. And so you can mix and match to make the game have different dynamics, right? There's some cards
and they give you
hurt others and things like that.
Yeah, they give you some dynamics and starter sets. Like, hey, do you want to play it this way? Do you want to play it this way? They tell you what cards.
You put this menu board out and you have to choose one appetizer and you have to choose one dessert. You can't just like load up on one thing. So they give you some guidance.
It reminds me sort of like a Dominion type of thing where you're picking and choosing what cards are in play.
Yeah, what kind of game? Do you want a really contentious game? Do you want a game for really high score? I mean, and they give you these options, and it comes in a great tin, as you said, and it plays up to 8. So if you've got a big family, Sushi Go Party is where it's at.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a nice family game, something to play with a young toddler, or for those larger families out there, the mom of 11 that commented on my Reddit post today.
Oh my gosh, yes. Sushi Go Party for you.
Yeah, you get Sushi Go Double Party for you guys.
Right, and you know what? Sushi Go is also really small in the tin. I mean, it would be like a terrific stocking stuffer.
It's kind of, when you take, I was playing cards with the 16-month-old today. And I was just letting her play with literally the Sushi Go cards today. It was kind of funny. It's ironic. It's about a double deck of cards. Like it's probably maybe 100 cards total. They're a little bit thicker card stock.
Yeah, I mean, because Game Right's got those nice quality
Again,
cards.
another great camping game to take with you.
Oh my gosh, so portable, and would be just great for any kind of stocking stuffer type thing. So highly recommend.
Yeah, head out there, Game Right, Sushi Go Party. We'll have the links in the show notes. Get it. It's an absolutely enjoyable game. You will not regret it. It's a great stocking stuffer for Christmas.
Thanks so much for joining us today and making us a part of your homeschool journey. Please engage with us on social media. Join our Homeschool Together podcast group on Facebook and find us at Homeschool Together Podcast on Instagram. We'd love to hear your feedback, questions, and recommendations. Until next time,
happy homeschooling!